Hey everybody, it's Tom here, Wall Street Gardner. Well, today I'm going to make a little video, nice and short and sweet, because I tend to ramble, about how I plant my potatoes. So, let's go on over here and let's find out. Alright, what I did first is I took my rototiller and tilled up my little spot I got here. This is about 8 foot wide, and this little section I'm working on today is about 50 foot to there. So all in all, the potato bed's 100 foot by 8 foot. Last year I made it 30 foot and it was just way too much. So this year I'm a firm believer in trying to make things a little bit more simpler and easier on me, because as you can see, this is what happened when I went way too much. I'm able to plant the same poundage as I did last year. Last year I put down 100 pounds in a 30 by 100. This year I'm putting 100 pounds down in 8 by 100. So it works out. Now, I've already done all of this. What I did is I went ahead and I drew my furrows of around 18 inches to 2 foot apart. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to be precise here. And then I went ahead and I planted my potatoes. These are Kennebecks. I'll bring you down here closer so you can see. Apologize for the wind if there's any windage. But what I've got going on here is I've got potatoes about 8 to 10 inches apart. Found in this bag, though, there was a lot of small ones. A lot of small ones. When I planted my Red Vikings down there, I had to cut a lot of those. These, not so much. But anyways, so you can see my spacing, and I'll bring you in even closer. You see this this speckled stuff on here? What that is here is composted, pelletized chicken manure. That's right. This year I'm going all organic. Yeah, I know it's going to cost a little bit more, but I don't care. Then I can, when I go to market, and I can honestly say I'm organic. Last year I used triple 13 and a bunch of other stuff, and I didn't really care much for the results. I think if I go with natural, I'll have a lot better results. But look at this. I got 2 extra furrows. So, what am I going to do? I'll probably put some onions in there, just because I feel like using the space. But anyways, though, I've got my furrows about 4 inches down. I used a little pointed tip hoe I got. It works out really well. But what I found is here. Let me show you how this started out. Okay, 2 years ago, it was pasture ground. Last year I tilled this up, and this spring, this is what I had left. This is from me being lazy and not taking care of it. Grass and thatch and all that. So I went ahead and last week, I tilled this whole stretch. Raked off as much of the thatch as I could. There's another pile down there. Then went ahead and I tilled it again. Raked it again. Trying to get as much of those roots out of there as I can. I mean, I understand organic matter is good, but I don't know, maybe I'm just being stupid, but I think that if I leave a lot of the grass roots in there, I'm going to get more grass growing, which means more weeding. This is my spreader. Nothing fancy. Got it last year. It's a little 80 pounder. When I'm applying this pelletized chicken manure, which is this stuff right here, let me get that to focus. Right here. Second here. Anyways, it looks like this. It won't focus. There we go. Little pieces like this. But anyways, though, I have it set at 10, which is wide open, just like so. And I go and across this 80 foot by 100 foot, I put down a 40 pound bag, called. I'll show you what it's called here. Just folded it up so it wouldn't blow away. It is Chick Magic Premium Lawn and Garden Organic Fertilizer. But what I like is the fact that it is a long-lasting, slow release. It doesn't burn it, so I know for a fact if I go be stupid, I'm not gonna ruin nothing. And then, of course, you know, being that it's organic, you can read. It adds organic matter, improving soil structure, and water infiltration. And if you're wondering, the analysis of this, guaranteed analysis, Chick Magic 532, nitrogen 5%, your PO, phosphate 3%, soluble potash 2%, and then calcium, which I feel is rather important when it comes to potatoes, 7%, derived from processed chicken manure. And then it just gives a little basic of what to put your spreader on. And then it gives, I like this. This is a comparison chart for, it says, typical nutrients, moisture, and weights of various manures. Processed chicken manure pelletized, 98% nitrogen, 75% phosphate, and potash is 45% at 12% moisture. And then it weighs 1,100 pounds per cubic yard. Whereas if you just go straight on down to just straight chicken manure is only 45%. So what I'm assuming is that it concentrates down. Now rabbit, I'm going to be getting some of that. Actually, a rabbit and chicken both. But I'm going to be composting the chicken. But I'll be using it up on the other parcel up here. You're getting some rabbits, so it's 42, 28, and 12 at 50% moisture. Hogs only 14. Wow, that's amazing. And dairy cows only 10. All right. Well, I think that just about does it. Anyways, oh yeah, and then I go ahead and just level it off. I apply the chicken manure twice. What I do is before I draw my furrows, I layer on I put about 10 or 15 pounds down ish. Then I draw my furrows, plant my potatoes in the furrow. Then I go ahead and go over it with a spreader again. That way we get total saturation in the ground. And everything, I feel that everything works. Alright, well, this is Tom, the Wall Street Gardener. Happy gardening. We'll see you soon. Bye.